I guess I'm live. Hi. I just wanted to show you how I was prepping fiber, and I thought, why don't I just show you, because some people don't exactly know how to prepare a commercial top. This is the top that I got from Mountain Colors because I was honest. They sent me this. It's Targi. I'm looking for the label. It is 100% Targi, and this is called Gold Rush, not Goldenrod. It's very pretty. And how I plan on spinning it is I'm separating it. I already halved it. It's so interesting. Every time I start talking, and I think Iggy knows I'm on the camera, he does these little walk-bys. Anyways, I split it in half already, and what I do so that I can remember the sequence of, or which end I'm spinning from. For some of you, you don't know that because of the way the fiber was processed, it pulls off easier from one end than the other. So basically, look at that. That's Linda West, her ribbons. I keep picking them up from everywhere. So I tried processing from this end, and this end was easier. But this is some tough stuff to process. I mean, to attenuate. So I'm stripping it down thinner. So I don't want to hurt my hands. So what I do is I pick the end, and then I tie a real loose knot in it. And in my mind, this means not from this end. So I'm going to spin from the other end. That way then too my colors will all align, which I'm thinking I might coil this, or I might just, I don't know. I'm not sure. It would help if I was a little better at planning, but I don't plan. Okay, so this is half of that roving, or top, I'm sorry. Half of the top. I don't need that. So, and this is the other half of the half. Okay, go figure that one out. So I'm going to throw a little knot in here. So not this end. And I'm going to continue to split. Oh, well, maybe I did. Oops, I split it already. Well, now aren't I confused? Oh, this is 3. So I should have one more. Yes, precious. Somebody walked by. It's like I'm missing one. You know what? I think I have, because I should have 4. I split half into 4. How I can check this. See, I put it down to how I can check this is, oh yeah, these 2 are thin. I've got to split this one. Maybe I started already. So I'm going to undo this knot, split it, and then just tie a loose knot that you can pull out. And remember not to spin from this end. Then I'm just splitting it. This one has a natural split, which is not uncommon. I'm doing this live on YouTube, so I've tried. There's Linda West again. I think I'm recycling these. And trust me, I have vacuumed. It just keeps coming out of the woodwork for something. Okay, so now I have 4. I have 4 thin strips. And I think I'm going to see how this spins up. And if I do 4 thin strips, and this is fractal if you do it like this. So I have 4 thin strips. If I spin those up and then I spin this fat one, what's going to happen is these color blocks are going to be longer. So you're going to have versus, see if I can explain that just kind of quick. Let's go to the knotted end so it's the same reference. Oh, come on. Here we go. Two ends and they're hiding. So if I spin, now this is just common sense. If I spin this, I have this amount of fiber here, this amount of color. So this is going to spin up, it's going to be short versus this one, which will have a greater amount. It's going to have all this for color. So can you see what, and that's where you can use fractal spinning. It's called fractal. You can look it up. There's all kinds of YouTubes on it. And so if I do it like this and I spin all four of these divided from this one, from one like it, I'm going to have short repeats. This I'm going to have long repeats. So it's interesting when you apply them together how it looks. I will probably take this down because this is, unless it's just this beginning, this is not, actually this is the end I should spin from. It's easier to attenuate from this end. So the other thing you can do is, and this might be in my plan, because let's wing it. Dive in head first. Oops, jam that into the phone. Okay, these, I can spin all four of these small, very pretty thin, and then coil them around a core. And coil them around a core. So then I have thin, and then I have a sample right here, as a matter of fact. And then do the other one thick. So that this makes great necklaces. That I have a necklace like that and everybody wants to make one. So what you do is you spin one thick and one thin and you coil them like this. And it makes really pretty necklaces. And I might do that because this is such vibrant colors. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So remember, one strand is, you're going to spin thinner and coil it, and then a thicker one, coil it, and then ply these two together. It's very pretty. I think I dyed this. But of course. So, now that I've got that figured out, I am going to spin from the knotted end because it did seem to pull easier. So you can see it pulls better. I haven't, this wheel hasn't been spun on, so it's, and she's off. Okay, it's pulling way too fast for me. I don't want to have to I don't know if you can, nope, you can't see what I'm doing. Okay, and to check your twist, but I'm going to coil it, so at least you have to have more energy in it if you're going to coil it. So let me just try and open this up a little bit so you can see. The greatest thing about dyed top is to watch the color changes. And it's so cool when you do thick and thin, because it can look like little flames. So this is it. This is what I'm gonna gonna do, I don't know, can you see this? I have a little light. Let's see if this helps. It might throw everything off. That might help. I'm pretty sure you can see. Pretty hopeful. Now, if you have to pinch these fingers so tight to pull this out, then I have a thing about your hands are, you can't replace them. You can replace your wheels, you can replace the top, but you cannot replace your hands. And I have arthritis here like a million other people, right here and right here. And in order to take care of that, I make sure I'm not pinching extremely tight. You shouldn't have to do that. And these little globs here, pick them out. Throw them on your floor, because that's what I do. I do that here, but when I go somewhere, I do not do that, because I don't think it's right that wherever I'm spinning that I should have to have other people pick up my floor fluff. That's just my, you brought it, take it home with you. So I'm going through all these color changes. Don't forget to move your flyer hook. This wheel was gifted to me by my friend who died's husband. We were good friends, and she didn't spin very much, and you might have heard me tell this story. I didn't understand why. She was a phenomenal dyer, Happy Hands, Kim Leach. Phenomenal dyer. And her husband said he wanted me to have her wheel. And I was quite honored, but I didn't think much of it. I'm not a real sentimental person. And it wasn't until I put my feet on it that then it really hit me. But I kind of understand why she didn't spin. This wheel was a piece of crap. It's a Lendrum. And I have a Lendrum, and I've had two Lendrums. Never had issues with them ever. This one, and I don't know if she did some adjusting, I have no idea, but it was horrible to spin on. So I took it all apart and redid it. Now it's a champ, but I still look at it. When I sit down to spin with it, I kind of have intrepidation about the fact that it could be, well, that was a big word, intrepidation, because I think that it might still be kind of temperamental, but it really hasn't been. So every now and again, check your twist. And like I said, I want it a little overspun because I am going to coil it. So when you put energy one way, you take it out another way. I still think you can see. Now this here's another one of those. It's just the ends of the top. And if you spin them in, you get a bump, which is to me, I'm not picky. If I want store-bought yarn, I'll go buy it. As a matter of fact, you can get some pretty crappy store-bought yarn too. So this is what I'm gonna do today. I'll spin probably about half of this. I'm in the mood. My hands needed to spin, and I'm spinning Icelandic raw, and I love it. God, I love it, but it's a very textured yarn. Hi, Eggster. Oh, foot kisses. Wow. Interesting. He doesn't come around only when I got the camera on. Okay, well, have a good Saturday. I get to go to the airport and pick up Miss Tegan later. And her and I get to spend the week together. Girls only week. Well, she goes to school, so I've got all day to recuperate from the morning. I just keep fingers crossed that I don't get sick. She can have a cold, that's fine. I don't want to get sick because it's too hard. I'm a big baby. I like to be alone and nobody around me, and I wouldn't want to do that to her. I got to take her to school and pick her up, and so far so good. I've been taking Sambuca, elderberry. There's a white here, right there. Alrighty. Well, thanks for watching, and I have other videos on my YouTube channel, which I don't know what the name of it is, Just For You, I believe. I think, or Spider Lady, one of the two. So, okay, thanks for watching. If it turned on. Ooh, I don't know. Won't let me turn it off.